Hello everyone, this is Med Podcast, the first edition ever. I'm Iara, this is my co-host Florence, and our first guest Daniel. So, hello Daniel.
Hello. Glad to be here.
Okay, can you talk a little bit about yourself? Like, you're a student here in Prague, so...
Yeah, actually, I just started in October. I'm a full-time master's student here at the Business Administration program, and I moved over from the States. I came from Florida.
It's really far away.
Yeah. There's a lot of commitment, but
yeah. And it was a big change. Like, there's a lot of differences between States and here.
Truly. Like,
what was like your main?
I came from Florida, which there's a very limited demographic out there, and I came to a whole new cultural experience. I got people from like every touch of the world, like every aspect of the globe is right here in the epicenter of Prague, and I'm getting in touch with
you're in the center of Europe,
different communities, and I'm honestly loving it. It's been a life changer.
Cool, it's nice.
I'm wondering, like, why did you choose for Prague? Is it like because it's in the middle of Europe and you can travel?
It was totally unplanned. Like Czech Republic was not first on my agenda. Like, I always saw myself coming here hoping to live in Europe, but my school in Florida actually had a program for an exchange for 4 weeks, and it was Czech Republic, Hong Kong, and Macau.
Oh well.
So
totally different.
I was like, man, I want to hit the typicals. I want to go to Italy, I want to go to Germany and London and all those. But when I saw that, I was like, man, that's unique. And I can hit two continents. I can go to Asia and Europe, 2-in-1 trip.
And it's really different.
And I did a little bit of research on Prague, and, it piqued my interest for sure. But the moment I arrived is when I knew. Like, I walked into the city center looking at the architecture, the people. It was beautiful. It captured my heart.
And it's unique.
Yeah, super unique, and truly changed my outlook on this.
But your first objective to come here to Prague, it was just for study, or you want to travel and?
I mean, initially it was travel, and then when I got here, part of the program, we got in touch with the local school, Jesuit. We had some ambassadors show us around, and they really were accommodating, hospitable, and they showed us a phenomenal time. So, of course, like, apart from the architecture and the just beauty of the city, like just accommodation in general piqued it and made it even more special. So.
And the people here, it was like for you to adapt yourself here, it was easy.
It was fluid. It was super fluid. It was like from the get-go. I had made some friends in the summertime, and then
immediately, like, first week that you came.
They really get you integrated, and they have a great program with the Erasmus.
The introduction week.
They bring people together. It's fluid. It's quick. It's fast paced. The icebreakers.
The icebreaker.
You are here
in the beginning, like.
Pardon?
You are here for how long?
Currently, the route is 2 years, but it's got my heart.
You're going to stay.
So I will probably end up staying.
Did you already have, like, friends to say goodbye at the airport because they were leaving?
I did actually. My buddy Wesley, I took him to the airport.
Wesley.
I didn't take him all the way to the airport. I let his honey bunny do that for him. But no, it was good. It's been sad, you make such great connections, such strong bonds.
Yeah, but it's connections for life, so you can visit him and he can visit you.
That's true.
Do you still have contact with them?
Yeah. So it's crazy how this thing it's a web. It just branches out and continually expands. I made really good friends with my French buddy Coco. He's now in Australia. My other buddy Bertie is now in Brussels. And
wow, like, everyone goes on
Erasmus
wants to travel again afterwards.
It's like this nomadic by nature. It's something intuitive. Like, we have it innately in our bodies. I feel like we just have that need to travel and see new things, meet new people.
I think so too, because, like, all the Erasmus people, they are great. They're so nice and kind of way of thinking and
the thing that you like the most here in Prague is like what? The people doesn't count. Okay,
yeah,
other things.
for sure the people, but
you are like a party man.
Beer.
Yeah, cheap,
Cheaper than
delicious
water.
beers. Always on tap, always good to go. But yeah, truly like interacting with new cultures and getting a feel for how people live their lives and just getting like that taste of, you know, the world. Like you're getting a totally new experience every time you go out with a group of people, and it's amazing the connections it forms, and you know who knows where it leads in the future. So that's the exciting part for me.
And you keep meeting new people like every week because here it's like that
It's hard to
because
keep up with.
we meet it's been like that since I arrived. So
Like every night again. Mostly the nights, you know.
Yeah, it's a constant flow. I mean, I can honestly say I've never been this busy in my life, but I'm not necessarily like productive busy. I'm just like busy, just meeting people, going out.
Yeah.
There's constantly events, Make a Difference. So,
and I think you learn the most of that, not like only the courses and that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Like
of course.
yeah, and it's nice. Like the whole school aspect has been interesting. Like it's a different pace and a different.
And it's
aspect.
very different from the States, like the education.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah, I mean a big factor of coming here is
What are
the
you studying?
cost. I'm here for the business administration program for masters.
Mm-hmm.
So you're on the economics faculty, I think?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's been
What
good.
was the biggest difference that you noticed from the States to here in your course?
Econometrics.
I have econometrics in Portugal. Yeah.
Good luck. It's probably the most difficult course I've ever had in my life, but it tested my patience. It tested my ability.
I say the same. I say
And
the
if you
same.
pass, you feel very proud.
No, I didn't pass.
Oh, you didn't pass?
I'm going to do.
You can do it over again.
Yeah. But yeah, it's an experience.
Yeah. I held on for dear life. I barely got through it, but yeah. So, but yeah, like the studies are part of it. But actually, my current roommate, he's here, and he's like, "Oh, I'm here for the studies," and I was like,
Come on,
Let's
there's
meet new
more.
people.
Yeah.
It's Prague. Come on. But you are living in a residence?
I am. I'm on the BCD dorms
In
at
campus?
Chande on campus, and it's you know, at first, prior to moving here to Prague, I was looking into the flat shares and you know, looking into living downtown, and I was like, that would be ideal living scenarios. You know, live downtown, be fully immersed into the nightlife and everything else, and you know, honestly, it was the attractive factor, of course, and I was looking at the prices. Yeah, it's affordable, yes, but
it's like in the residence you can meet more people, and it's closer to the university, to
yeah,
the parties in the campus.
Because like I live in a flat like really nearby, and sometimes it's difficult to find a balance, you know?
Yes.
Because then I have to go to Crouch,
Yeah.
because that's nice. But also I want to go out with my flatmates, but it's also cool. But yeah, I really understand. It's a nice experience to live in dorms, I think.
It is. It is, and I think it really immerses you into you know, getting in touch with your classmates and building bonds and friendships. Of course, like naturally, you've done very well with that, and with the balance factor living in the flats. But I had some classmates that they were in a flat for the first semester, and they're like, man, I totally regret it, because they look at some of those
They lose a lot of
students.
experiences in campus.
Yeah, the people that were on campus, I mean, were like thick as
They're
thieves.
bonding.
Yeah. Everyone
And
is so
yeah.
close.
It was hard, like to getting into the dorms, or
Well,
to apply to the dorms.
I'm dating a Czech girl. So,
Okay, you have to tell everything about it.
So she was actually my ambassador this summer.
Really? So she fixed like your
Yeah.
dorm and things for you? Okay,
She
that's great.
totally pointed me in the right direction and guided me through the process. It was seamless, like quick, easy, no problem.
That helps to have somebody from here who speaks the language, you know?
Yeah, for sure. It's a language barrier. You know, I
The
speak
language
a little
was a
bit.
barrier in the beginning here?
It can be.
You
Yeah.
need to go with administrative stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes the reception, they don't speak English, so you gotta
Not only the
translate with them,
reception.
like-
Not only the reception.
But on the other hand, you're from America, so you can like speak fluently English. So
Yeah,
That's nice.
It's one benefit for sure. But it's fun. Like, it's the funniest thing that I get is I hang out with so many different pockets of people, whether it's Turkey, Puerto Rico, Spain, Italy, or a lot of Indian groups. And I'll hang out with 3 or 4 of them at one time, and they'll like branch out and start speaking in their language, and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry." It's like, "Man, that's your language." Like,
Yeah.
like don't apologize for it. It's cool for me. Like, I like to soak it in, and that's one thing I
You
appreciate
can
the
learn.
most.
So can you speak now a little bit of Czech because you're Czech girlfriend?
Trošku. It's difficult. It truly is difficult.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
But I can maneuver my way. I mean,
Yeah,
no
but
people
you
prefer-
learned basically from her.
I think
Yes and no. Yes and no. I mean, she's the one pushing me to learn,
To learn,
of course.
yeah.
But I try to pick up as much as I can through friends. Sometimes it's not the conversational language that you need.
No, but it's a hard language. I struggled in my first week here with the washing machine, like to do my laundry, because it's everything in Czech.
That's bathroom.
I don't know what you're saying. For me, it's equal. It can be like laundry.
Pradelna.
No, but yeah, I struggle a lot with.
Funny. Actually, I went to the reception.
Yeah.
I went downstairs and I was confident. I was like, asking for the vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
And when I did the translate, because I didn't know how to say vacuum, it just says vacuum, something like that.
It looks
was
like each other.
very similar, just different
That's
letters.
it for sure.
Yeah.
And I go there and she's just like, clueless.
What are you doing?
I just pointed at the door like, yeah, just let me get the vacuum. I don't know.
And you make like the gesture
do it
because
that way.
you have to speak with other people by gesture.
Yeah, it's like 2% actually known language. The rest is sign language.
Yeah. I was like sitting in front of the washing machine with my translator instead of the programs that existed.
It's difficult.
Yeah.
And did it work out well?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
that's
it was.
nice.
But okay, so how do you meet your girlfriend? Now it was in the summer program.
It was in the summer program. She works with the Cesaru like administration or like student facility, and her and a couple other people were part of the program as our like ambassadors. And I mean, I was like, the first day I saw, I was like,
Yeah. It was love at
Like
first
first
sight.
sight.
she's
That's nice because it was also really in the beginning of your Erasmus experience.
Mm-hmm.
Because many people are then, oh, I don't want a relationship because I want Erasmus,
Yeah, I want to Erasmus.
Yeah.
It's always a tough relationship in Erasmus.
It's interesting for sure.
Challenging?
It's challenging. I'll admit that. Yeah, because it's
But like,
I'm still young in college and
Your girlfriend's gonna see these, so
I know. No, I mean, transparency is always
Key.
appreciated, and she knows this, and I think obviously we've had these conversations. Like,
That's good.
I go out with the Erasmus group a lot. She's very responsible, and she has.
See, isn't that jealous girl or something?
No.
that's nice. That's
Yeah,
really
that's
nice
cool.
because
She cannot be, if
Really
she
like
knows
that.
you are nomadic by nature, she cannot be that jealous.
No,
Because you're going to be
she's.
probably moving around a lot. And
Yeah, I mean that's the interesting thing. Trying to figure out plan for the future is being in the heart of the center of Europe it's easy to bounce around, and
You already have plans with, like, if you're going to stay here?
My plan is to stay here indefinitely. Like, I want to stay here as long as I can.
But also because of her, right?
Don't tell
So
me
your
something.
future,
Yeah. No, I'd like to stay as long as possible. I really love it here. I love just every dynamic that Prague has to offer, and it's just a perfect hub spot. I mean, I've hit multitude of countries already just from buses and trains.
Yeah.
So, just the ease of access it is to just move around.
Yeah.
It's
It's
relatively
like a
inexpensive.
area, yeah.
Yeah, so
That's nice.
there's so much to explore just here in the city alone, but then you branch out, and you guys are going to Kutna soon.
I think that I will.
Kutna
is this
This weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will both go to Budapest.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you have some tips for Budapest.
Yeah.
I haven't been there yet.
Oh, you
That's
haven't
on
been
the
there?
list. No,
Really?
You are here, like.
I know. I'm mad at myself already. Like, I was supposed to go with Fabio.
Oh, then we can give you your tips.
Yeah, we give you your tips.
Yeah.
But why haven't you?
I went to Brno and then Bratislava, and like I wanted to.
Last weekend
Bridget.
you went there?
No, I haven't traveled in a while. The last place I went was Wrocław, in Poland. Highly recommend that.
I already been in Krakow, and I will go to Bratislava in 2 weeks.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Bratislava is a lot of fun.
But it's like really small, right?
Yeah, it's definitely like a smaller.
But that's sometimes also nice if you're one
Yeah,
day.
yeah,
and
of
see
course,
the
of course.
city.
Yeah, you can get a full day experience and
Yeah.
like fully soak it in, and you've seen it all.
Yeah.
You get
Yes,
up
we need to
early.
finish 6
You
beers
keep-
during the
you
podcast.
Sorry, we talk too much, and we have to finish this too.
Yeah, we need to finish 6 beers
I will
during the
try it.
podcast. I don't know if you are trained in
Thank you.
drinking and talking.
Yeah. My teacher will be glad at me. I follow now a brewing course.
Yeah,
Like,
zdravie.
cheers.
Na zdravím.
You gotta look in the eyes.
To na zdravím.
Yeah.
That's excellent. But so if we talk about Prague, what are like your favorite spots here in the city?
You know,
You
honestly,
have like the wow
What do you
feeling.
recommend for us to go?
Mm-hmm.
anyone out there, I am still in awe every single time that I go into Old Town Square, and it's just like this childlike, just takeover. Like my whole body, I'm like, oh my god, like I'm living here, and just the clock, and then you get the giant Gothic cathedral, and you're just the energy around you.
It's so beautiful. Yeah.
Everyone else is in that same just sense of awe. They're starstruck in a sense, like. God, like it's just beautiful architecture, beautiful experience, and for me, like every time I go there, I'm just,
It's been
like
your favorite city in Europe since.
So far, like I've done some extensive travels, and I mean I appreciate every place that I go, but it's almost like that when you come back home feeling like this is where I feel like this is my spot.
And the happens to you guys, all of you, that you are in the street and you think every place is some other place that is like you are in a Master Republic and you think you are somewhere else, it looks exactly the same.
Yeah,
in the beginning, I was in the completely opposite side of town,
Yeah,
and
totally.
I'm like, fuck,
Yeah. Every time I have to use maps, and then I
Me
walk
too.
like
Me too.
the same person like 3 times, and they're looking at me. Oh my god, you're so lost.
One place that I would recommend to newcomers or people just living here in general. I don't know if you've been to Letna Park.
Yeah.
Letna Park, yeah, it's so beautiful with the view.
I think it will be more beautiful in spring and summer.
It is.
Because it's the beer part, right?
But how long have you been here so far?
I came May through June, and then I took a little break, came back in October, and I've been here since.
And
So what kind of break was it?
I had to get my visa.
To come back to your visa, yeah. Good job.
That's another thing. If you're American, we are all European, so we don't feel bad so much. But if you are American, the visa is a big challenge to extend it.
It's like for us to go to Russia, for example, no?
Yeah, you can't be longer there for, I don't know.
Or for us to go to US.
Yeah,
To go to US.
It's 90
Especially
days,
now.
yeah?
90 days, yeah.
But it was like a big struggle to get the visa.
Actually, no. the biggest struggle I had was with my degree and getting all the paperwork done in order to get the visa process.
Mhm.
And
Okay, so the problem was your university.
yeah,
And
but sorry guys, forgive me.
They great.
Yeah.
But I graduated. I had to finish a course, and it ran a little later than expected. So I mean, it wasn't necessarily fully my university. It was just the mundane process and paperwork. So actually, I think it took like 2 weeks, maybe 2.5.
It's not too much.
Yeah. So right on time. I literally got my visa and I flew out 2 days later. So
And then you went back.
and I was a day late here.
Yeah. And here in Prague, what kind of activities do you do, like regularly, and like things that you are enrolled, like in university and stuff?
I got involved with the
Because I
Erasmus.
noticed your bracelet and it's from ISF, right?
Yeah, I'm actually have no affiliation.
Okay.
There's things on campus where the student programs will put on little events, or they'll put in like farmers market or little sales, and I think it was ISIC. Yeah, they were like doing some kind of questionnaire, and if you get it right, you get some sort of prize. So it was like, who was Michael Corleone in Godfather? I was like, Al Pacino. Oh, thanks. So yeah, that was So it was no affiliation. I'm actually I'm working with the ESN, the Erasmus Student Network. We organize some student events, and you guys.
Yeah, really nice. Thanks.
had
Thanks for that.
It's really nice to meet new people.
Yeah.
Like most of my friends I did with because of this.
Yeah, and we have massive turnouts. Like that's one thing that's impressed me the most. It's it's difficult to gather people, and especially when no one knows each other. A lot of it's like first time introduction. Yet everyone was so engaged, and like they all had the same desire.
I think that in the beginning we are here all for the same. It's like we don't know anyone, and we want to meet new people and have new experiences. Erasmus.
I think Erasmus, from what I've experienced and what I've seen, is all about the connections, not so much about the studies.
Yeah.
But
You're right.
And with ESN, your work has been like what?
For the most part, we've done some organizing. Like we had the pub crawl, and I had to manage like the bar and not the
group
bar,
stays
but
together.
the group checkpoint. So I had to make sure everyone was
Teams and
doing some team building exercises, taking a drink or a selfie together,
and you like it.
Yeah, it's been good. And then I've also done like photography for them. I do some events.
Cool.
I don't know why they haven't posted them. Get to it, guys. But
Yeah, I don't know why you haven't posted photos.
It's also like really a hobby of you, like photograph?
I do. I love it.
Yeah, okay, nice.
Actually, a reason I kind of kickstarted like my own little nomadic by nature brand was I've always had a passion for traveling. I always had a passion for people, and I want to document the places I've been, the people experience that I've been given.
Can keep your memories in
it's just like documenting. Life goes by fast. It's already like I'm done with my first semester, and it's almost. I feel like it's halfway through. So
I think you won't think about that much.
Yeah.
Just
So
live
it's
in
good
the
to
day.
have a recap. Look back and be like, man.
And do you want to do something
did I
with
do?
that pictures, or it's just for you?
Yeah, for me, it's a hobby. Like if I could get something like Paul Nicklin, he works for National Geographic. Like,
Wow! Just a little stuff. Just a little stuff.
this guy's hanging out with
I
polar
see your
bears and whales. Like, man, they got a cake job.
But you
Maybe they will watch this video and they
But you have a camera, or do you photograph with?
I do. I have the Nikon. It's been
Nikon,
good.
the big brand. Yeah.
I got a good deal on Amazon. So.
Okay.
What do you photograph usually? Cities?
Typically, either cityscape, nature.
Animals?
If I can, yeah. Like I went to one of the government buildings. I don't know if it's municipal or whatever, but there's a really nice park, more of like a botanical garden almost. But they have peacocks and other animals kind of running around and doing the thing. So I just appreciate wherever I'm at. Like if I can find a good location and whatever's there, if I can capture it on camera, I'd do it.
So it's your favorite hobby?
Yeah, for sure.
In general.
I enjoy it. And
Yeah,
know.
really cool.
And here you have more hobbies like sports or something?
I love sports, but my hobbies have sidetracked me. It's been difficult.
Weightlifting.
Yeah. Very strong here.
So yeah,
You used to do sports in US, right?
yeah, I would play American football.
Not here.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm sorry, but you have 30 minutes to finish more 3 beers, so I'm gonna get you more 3 beers.
Jesus!
So you need to finish this one.
Nice one.
Okay.
Nostalgia. I don't know if we. Okay.
So do you miss sometimes like your family back home,
I mean,
or do you have like nibbling?
I have two brothers.
Two brothers, okay.
Older?
I'm the middle child,
Okay.
so I for sure miss them, but I stay in contact with them so much.
That's nice, like now
So
with
whereas-
technology.
Yeah,
It's not like I'm
FaceTime.
homesick because I talk to them very frequently. Constantly in contact with everybody, even my grandparents. They're like up to date. I was FaceTiming with my
That's so
grandma.
cute.
Me too.
Yeah.
My grandpa was like on camera.
You just need to
They can do that. They have a phone, like your grand.
She does have a phone. I think she has an iPad. Now.
Okay, an
So,
iPad,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
My dad helped her get all the setup going.
My family decided to offer like to my grandparents like an iPhone for they to FaceTime me when I'm like alone. Hello, grandma.
Yeah, they should,
I'm
like,
in the
have,
middle
like,
of the street. I cannot talk right now. But yeah, can you tell us like some funny episode that happened to you in Prague? Like
Yeah, like the
one of them?
most funny story.
I
That's
think
a
that you
difficult
have.
one, but-
I think that you have a lot.
Yeah.
But can you tell us one?
I don't know how funny it is. I mean, like, joke's on me. It's my fault. It was one of the first few weeks that I was here.
Yeah.
I met Fabio and I met a couple of the Erasmus students going in, and we had made some plans to meet up at one point in the night. And one of my classmates, actually, he invited me. He's like, hey, look, it's my birthday. I would love for you to be at my party. You know, come on by. And they were so generous. They just kept filling my glass. And I had a little bit too much fun, too much to drink. And,
You were ready to drink?
Yeah, it kind of put me in a
Weak
place.
position.
Yeah, I was ready to go out. And before I actually made it to the center, I linked up with Fabio and Alicia and a couple other people, and
You met him here.
yes, and they enhanced my state of mind and being, and we went out to Mishmash, I believe. And
He's already loading, so I think the story is good.
yeah, so we went to
I look
Mishmash,
forward to the end.
and my buddy, who his birthday, he was at Roxy, and he was like, "Yo, come meet me there." And I was trying to like bridge everything together, but also in my brain, I was trying to keep everything together.
That's really hard then, like struggling.
But it wasn't
Oh my
like
God, I'm
I was.
struggling.
I didn't think I was that out of my element.
Okay.
And then I get to Mishmash, and I don't think I even stepped foot into the club. I was just like, in my heart and in my soul, I was like, I know I can't do this. I was like, I'm too drunk. I'm too drunk to enter a club.
Really, you decided yourself?
Yeah, I was
you
like,
have
good.
like couches inside. You can just
I know,
Good.
but who wants to be that guy like this
Yeah.
on a couch?
But I think it's impressive when you are that
You are
drunk that you can decide.
You're gonna wake up looking like the 2018 rappers, and just
Yeah,
decked
yeah,
out with crazy tattoos on their face.
Yeah.
So I consciously or unconsciously made that decision, and I started walking, and I forgot to mention to my friends, just like I had to go, and next thing I know, I'm just like,
You were alone.
I walked to the bus stop and I missed it, and it was already too late, so I had to wait an hour. I'm like,
What am I going to do now?
right foot, left foot. That's my best friend. And
So
you were
I walked 2.5 hours to campus.
to campus?
To campus.
What is the campus?
Jezero in school.
From the center.
From the center to.
Do you know, like,
But how did you know the street?
That's a good exercise.
I
Yeah.
didn't know the street. I couldn't do it.
you get to the
Right
campus
now.
like sober. You get to the campus
Jesus
sober.
Christ.
I didn't get there sober.
You walked for 2.5 hours and you did sober.
I did like.
Kind of.
It was like
You were conscious.
I did
Because
like
of 1
I did
hour.
some military exercises, man. I took some streets I didn't know, and I probably shouldn't put this in documentation, but I jumped over fences.
That's okay, nobody knows.
Were you following like Google Maps?
It wasn't anyone's yard or anything. It was like a big open area, but it was just like a fence, and I jumped over, and
Because this
Like
is
I
the
was-
way. I know this is the way. To jump the fence.
That would have been a great National Geographic episode.
cranky.
No.
Okay, but so your friends were still there, and maybe they were worried
Yeah,
because.
and it's funny
And
enough.
no one noticed that you were just missing.
Well, they didn't notice until my roommate actually met up with Fabio and everybody else, and he's like, "Yo, guys, what's up?" And Fabio's like, "Yo, what's up, man? We're with Daniel." And my roommate Joe's like, "What do you mean you're with Daniel? Where is he?" I was like, "Actually, I don't know."
He's walking back to campus.
Yeah.
So I fooled everybody, fooled myself. It was 2.5 hours.
You don't know, like, Ubers.
See, that's the thing. I don't know if I was being like frugal or just like a cheap ass. I don't know.
No, I know what happened. You want to exercise because you like don't do sports here, so you
Yeah,
want to
exactly.
do some sports.
I gotta work on my fitness one way or the other.
Yeah.
So no, it was interesting. That was like,
It was a really nice story. Do you have another one?
Yeah, I want to hear more.
oh, I have to think.
You are here
I
for
have
one
some interesting
semester,
ones,
so
but I don't know
Guys, we
how.
have 7 minutes to finish one beer. Yeah, so 7 minutes to finish one beer.
Okay, so 1 minute quiet and we drink like a whole beer or what?
And get some more out of there.
in
Like
Portuguese.
what's not like legal to say on camera that you've been doing lately? Like some of it, because you guys look so perfect. Like, oh yeah. The worst thing I did was like I walked home.
Oh,
I can't believe you're living in campus. What was the worst thing? Oh, I walked home.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I have some wild ones, but I don't know like how my grandma would feel. I watched your interview. I didn't realize that you were.
Oh, but she won't find it.
Just
The
say,
grandmother's thick.
like when you want to say something that might not be true, just say hypothetically.
Hypothetically,
Hypothetically, or
Something happened.
I heard that one guy.
I heard the story, yeah.
I heard the story about one guy.
It
not
wasn't me.
Some
It wasn't me, you know, like.
guy.
Yeah, tell us.
Allegedly.
We want to hear like illegal stuff.
man. I mean, usually I keep pretty good control of myself, but
But you have stories about your friends.
yeah.
Like what is something that you would be like when you go home? You'd be like, fuck, that one I need to tell everyone. Like that one that you know already made a memory on yourself, and when you want to pull that story out the bag, you're like, fuck, this is the one.
Yeah, but the one that you cannot tell to your grandchildren.
Now they know.
We have 5 minutes, so you need to throw it out.
Man,
You have one, I'm sure.
I know, but
I know, yeah, I know.
Don't add names. Allegedly. I don't know. I heard people. Some people told me.
so tell me about the one Czech girl from Gruach.
Please.
There was another Czech girl, okay?
Yeah.
I think that I've already read it.
So it's actually my friends, my Spanish friends. It was their last night ever in Prague. They were flying out first thing in the morning, so we're like all night rage. We're gonna just do it till we board the plane. So we go to Kruhach. Everything's fine, dandy, no worries. And all of a sudden, things start picking up. There's this girl who she's in a tank top, no bra, just
No bra.
She's on one or two.
Free the nipple.
Yeah.
That sounds more like Erasmus now.
She had a just body
Disgusting or like nice?
ass. Yeah, she was not pleasantly aromatic.
Nice way to say
But she was like scaring people because she was just like, she was just like all over people and just she was like into it.
She had friends?
No, she was there by herself, by her lonesome, and she left by her lonesome too because she was dancing like crazy, and then she would go to like her little booth area where she had her shit, and she took her shoes off. At one point, she had one sock off, one on, and she was wearing like double layer pants, took one pair off, left them there, and yeah, so we're just like, she gotta go. This is too weird. I'm outside talking with my buddy Wes, and all of a sudden, my friend Maria comes out, and she's got two shoes in her hand. And mind you, this is like still wintertime, and the Kruhach is like a slip and slide. It's an ice patch.
Yeah.
So we're all kind of like
it is.
delicately balancing ourselves.
Yeah.
And she comes out there furious, gripping two shoes, and she fucking launches it and falls down in the process. And I picked her up like, Maria, what's going on? And she's just like fidgeting, like, wait, where's the other one? Grabs the other shoe, launches it, sends it into the next town, and she was just pissed off. She was so mad. I'm like, Maria, what happened? And she's like, she hit Belen. I'm like, what do you mean? And she like storms on inside, and like her friend Belen is walking, she's got her head covered, and she goes to the bathroom, and my buddy Guille was like covered in beer. So the drunk girl, or ecstasy girl, whatever you want to call her, she was dancing, and she comes up to him. He's got his beer. He's minding his own business. She comes up, and she's trying to grab his beer, and he's like, no.
My beer. Fuck. Grab everything, but not my beer.
Fuck. Full one, like a nice stout ramen filled to the brim, just ready to drink, and she tips it over and spills it all over him, and it's his outfit for the next day.
Oh.
So he's like livid. He's like, oh man, I don't know what to do. He's livid. He's pissed off, and so we come to a rational decision. We need to get this bitch out of here. Choo-choo. Ciao.
Ciao.
So we got a DJ there, Buddha. He's
DJ Buddha in the house.
Buddha, yeah. He's definitely built as a bodyguard or bouncer too.
Yes, I used to be, before I knew him, I used to be scared of him. I need to admit.
So we told him what happened. He's like, oh, no longer. He grabs her and he's like, we're going. And she's like throwing haymakers, trying to punch him. So I grabbed her, and she's just like, it's like she was covered in grease or oil, and she was slippery and just dropping to the ground. So we finally just throw her out.
Throw her out?
We threw her out, yeah. Well, she didn't get any good.
And what about the shoes?
They were still in the wilderness.
And she was like almost naked. Like
she was in
she
a
was
tank
like
top.
free the nipples, like
Free nipples, no shoes anymore.
no socks,
She was in a
with
tank
no
top
one pair
and
of
like,
pants.
yeah, like one layer of sweatpants and pair of socks, one sock actually.
How?
So we're like, oh man.
But she was hot at least?
No.
Oh.
No.
Thank
She
God.
smells gross.
This woman had rabies. Like when I told her, because before Buddha kicked her out, I was like, maybe you should leave. And she is just like foaming at the mouth. She has like that spittle, like the little spittle droplets.
Yeah.
And she was like yelling at me and like it came in my face.
She was on high drugs.
Oh.
I don't know. See, watch this. She recognized herself. No, I don't remember anything.
Yeah, so I was pretty furious with that one. I was like, ooh, I just got spit in my face. So we kicked her out, and she's sitting there, kind of just like running around. Like, I was just dancing. I was like, you're just possessed. You're just possessed. Like, get out of here. And
Get out.
so ultimately, I didn't want to be an asshole, so I helped find her shoes. I'm like, I'm not going to send her on her way in the winter without shoes. So we got her shoes for her.
Were you
and I was like,
guys?
so she'll be crying.
Yeah, good guy.
Don't be each other, get the fuck out of here.
You have your shoes now.
Here's your shoes. Ciao, shoes.
So you know some Czech already.
Yeah, I know a little. I can have, not conversational, but I can make comments. So she just refused to leave. It took her an hour and a half to leave. And she actually had the audacity to ask my buddy, who she spilled the beer on, for a cigarette. So instead of a cigarette, we formed some snowballs and chunked them at her. And she,
So you are a good guy, but you're not a good guy.
Yeah,
You're a big person.
But it was weird.
Yeah.
It seems like I'm a bad person, but she loved it. She was like, bring it on. She was like dancing to the snowballs hitting her.
Like, give me attention.
I think that's what I was
It's like the frozen princess.
So
Yeah, but she was almost naked, and there was snow in it.
yeah, so we got her stuff, and we finally get her out of there, and then we're sitting back down, Belen's still icing her head, and my buddy Wesley, we find her old sweatpants, and he's like, I'll give you 300 crowns if you wear it as a scarf. I was like, not a chance, man, you better up the ante, like, I'll need more crowns than that. And I don't know who thought it up, wasn't me, because I'm a nice guy.
Like the song.
Let's light it up. So they got a shot of absinthe, and soaked the pants and had a bonfire in front of Courage at like 4 in the morning.
Their pants. A bonfire with.
This is a great story.
The smell was awful. But,
Oh my god, no, I cannot imagine that. No, that's so bad.
Maybe one time it will also happen to us.
No, I have
Not with my pants.
I have an interesting story about.
It will smell like roses.
Okay. I have an interesting story about one of the clubs, but I don't want to give them a bad rep. It was just their bartender. The place itself, the venue was awesome, but the bartender, crazy.
It was a guy.
Guy.
What do you do?
So yeah, I won't actually that's the thing. I won't say the name of the place because
Okay.
you know, confidentiality.
I was being a good guy.
If you technically.
Yeah,
So
there we go again.
It was my second day here in Prague.
Okay.
Just like last summer, and I get there. My buddy, he's from Martinique, but he was part of our class. He was an exchange student, and he also came back to Europe for the Prague trip. And they messed up his passport number or something with the airline ticket, so he had to fly a day late.
Mm-hmm.
And when he got in, it was a little bit late, but we told him to meet us downtown once you get your stuff packed and ready. So he gets there, and I'm like, bro, whatever you want. You've had a long day, long night, like crazy circumstances. Whatever you want to drink, man, it's on me. Enjoy yourself. So we go to the bar, and he's not a big drinker, but you know, he's like, you gotta have the first one. He's in the prime. He's like, oh, let's kick it off. So he a little nervous almost. He's like, was good to drink here? And the bartender, like dead ass, just looked at him, and I think right out the gate, this guy's like tripping on acid or ecstasy. Like he's just having a good time. He was just like wavy. You know, he was just having too good of a time to be a bartender. And he's like, what's good to drink here? And he proceeds to unzip his pants. And I was like, okay, good joke, far enough. He actually pulls it out and he pees in a cup.
What?
Yeah, he pees in the cup and he
What?
swirls it around and then launches it at the wall. It breaks into the trash can. And I'm just there like...
You was just looking like, what the fuck?
I was like, bro, I'm so sorry. Like, this is not Prague. Like, I don't know. I have no explanation for you. This is crazy.
I'm sure.
And
No, this is Prague.
he's just...
That's the best part.
Don't lie.
This guy's dumbstruck. Like, yo, what just happened? And I'm like, I haven't
Welcome
an
to
answer for you. And, but it's funny, actually, that is maybe true because the girl I was with, she was like our ambassador, and she's like, what? He pulled his dick out. Shut up. You've never seen a dick before? I'm like,
But it's not the dick, it's like...
not from my bartender who's serving me dicks. Jesus. Like, he's got to grab fruit and stuff. Like, I want that in my drink. Oh, watch your drinks, guys. So yeah, he does that, and I'm like, okay, crazy and sober. Just let me get a beer or something.
Really, like...
And the guy's just like,
Yeah, because the beer you don't have to have fruit.
So my friend's panicking. He's just like, rum and coke. And so he's like, okay, he pours the rum, and he has a can of Coke, and he pours it, and for the last little bit, he goes, fake spits in the cup, and I'm just like, bro, no, just end it.
Oh my god. Now I don't trust any bartenders more in Prague.
Yeah.
The rest of the trip, this guy slept the majority. He didn't go out with us as much as the other, like, we had 12 people. He was one of the guys that just, I think I'll stay in tonight. I think we scored him. We set the bar so low. I don't know.
I think that for the rest of my nights in Prague I will be sober. I'll be drink after the club. I will not trust the bartender anymore.
We're looking to our drinking.
Guys, we have 5 minutes, 2 minutes to wrap up. So think about what you want to say to the people that is watching. You have 2 minutes to
Do you have some
say
tips
bye-bye.
for new Erasmus students? Like, best tips? How do you
Best
have the
tips?
best time in Prague?
One advice.
I mean, just in general, like, carry cash. Prague is not as card hospitable as other European places, but not a big deal. Carry cash. And honestly, just be open-minded.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
maybe not so much that
You have lots of new experiences since you were...
Yeah. I mean, it's a constant new opportunity every time I go out. I mean, Monday night's prime example. Unexpected consequences, but no, it's phenomenal. Like, truly, just have an open mind. Like, enjoy everything to the fullest. I mean, be open to new cultures, new personalities. I have seen some tremendous growth from different Erasmus students.
Yeah.
From the very beginning, they're like the quiet, shy kids. By the end of it, they're just like the life of the party. Just
The party monster.
yeah, they are like truly living it up. They made a huge collection of friends, and they were like the little mouse in the corner at the beginning. So truly just be open, be yourself, be true to you, and the experience will follow. Like, just as long as you're open to these experiences, you will fully get a life-changing experience. It's unique to everybody, but you will get it. Like,
I'm very excited for that. Right.
I think you guys have fully.
Thank you so much. Florence, you can wrap up.
Thank you. That was so good. Like the best words. Yeah.
Our best guest. Because it was the first, but best guest now.
Set the bar high.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you
You're
so
very
much.
welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Really nice. Thank you.
Appreciate it, man. Prague.
Thank you.
Bye.
Cheers.
Bye bye.